Yo, what is going on, guys? Today we're playing some more NHL 17, where we're going to be once again trying to win a Stanley Cup with a team in the first year. As we've mentioned, we're going in alphabetical order. We're at Buffalo. We're going to try to win with Buffalo this year, the first year, as in 2017. I say 2017 because we know the expansion draft just happened, but we're not messing with the rosters. We're keeping the last roster update EA had because we're trying to win this Stanley Cup in 2017. 2017, they still had these players, so that's what we kept it how we had it. We'll let EA do the talking on when it comes to who's on the roster and who's not. See, now that is what I thought. I thought there was a morale settings tab. What's the relevance to that? Because I was just thinking, whenever we make a lot of trades and stuff, it messes with the teams overall because the guys don't mesh and have bad morale. If you turn morale settings off, why is there still morale in the game? We're going to leave it on and see what happens here. I guess it doesn't really matter. When I'm trading, guys, we'll leave it off. We've been leaving it off every time. We'll leave it off now. Assistant coach, edit lines. Leave that on. We have to leave salary cap on. And that is about it for what we leave on. And as we're learning, you guys do... I'm so confused. I get yelled at for everything. But you guys didn't want to see... I guess it wasn't a lot of you. Just a few of you didn't want to see us use all draft picks and stuff like that. But last video, I'd seen a lot of you guys. Actually, I think like 15, 20 of you liked the same comment saying you didn't care. Just do it. It doesn't matter because it's unrealistic. Just make it unrealistic. Make as many trades if you want. No limit on the trades. That was the best way to do it. And the fact that you guys like, that's the way I'm going to judge it, is by comments. And the fact that you guys like that comment compared to, just the one or two people commenting in the previous videos about making it's unrealistic, don't trade all the draft picks, because more people wanted to see it the way it was originally done. That is the way we're going to stick to it, because like I said, trying to make it the way you guys want to see it. We are going to try to trade for different players each time if we can, though, so it doesn't keep getting repetitive. Obviously, we got a lot of work to do here in Buffalo, as they was far from being a high overall team, at least in EA's eyes this year. It isn't terrible, though. 88 offense, 90 defense, and an 88 goalie. Let's see what the team looks like, though, real quick. See what we need to work on. I'm sure we got quite a few different positions. We got a lot of young guys, but it's a matter of how quick will those young guys progress. We got to win this year. Looks like we got O'Reilly, Okposo, Eichel's on the second line. See, that's my concern, too, is what if we get a second first line or center? I don't want to do that and ruin Eichel's potential putting him on the third line. He's a franchise medium, though, so I wouldn't think it hurt him too much. We'll see how that goes, though. We'll see how that goes. We do need to get another center, though. Maybe if we can get a 85-ish to fix the third line, that might help a little bit, and then try to work more on the wingers. Then again, we got Reinhardt, who's supposed to be a lead, of course, as well. Got a lot of tampering to do with Buffalo. You got to really consider the fact that they got a lot of young guys that are still progressing. The third line, though, you got some older guys like Matt Molson, and is Marcus Foligno 25? No, he is not. All right, Jurgensen's also 22. Like I said, we have a lot of young guys. He's on not as good of potential, though, so he's not going to grow a lot. We obviously need to work on a defense a lot. And the goaltending, I think Lehner's an 87. Yes, he is, but I think we could get a second decent goalie. 84, 85, because an 80 overall is not going to win you a lot of games there in a backup, so we might try to get a backup goalie as well. Let's get these trades underway. You know who I have not tried getting yet? Matt Duchene, but I can't have him. I was going to get him, but I thought that's going to destroy Jack Eichel if I put him on a third line. It won't destroy him, but his progression, I think Jack Eichel can be a higher overall than Matt Duchene by the end of this season, so maybe we don't need to do that, but we do need to work on a defense. They're willing to give away Tyson Barrie as well at an 88 overall. They're selling a lot of guys, I guess, they're in that rebuilding phase. I don't know if I'd be selling Tyson Barrie at 25 years old, but hey, they don't have him very high on the overall list here. We're going to try to get him. Dang, Okposo has some good trade value. They have a lot better trade value on some players than I thought they did. I know Ryan O'Reilly had some. Like I said, they got a lot of young guys. They just don't, they got to progress, though. They're in the middle of the progressing stage. They got a lot of young guys with great potential. Got a lot of elites, really. 5 of them, one franchise. Got a very bright future over there in Buffalo if they can piece everything together. I think we're going to start with our best prospect down in the AHL right now, and that's Nylander. So we're going to have to throw him Nylander, Tyson Barrie. They're willing to get younger. I thought I accidentally proposed a trade right there, but it did not happen, thankfully. All right, we have to have some decent... Yes, we do. Those draft picks do have some decent value. I was going to say they had to have some pretty solid value because they expect Buffalo to not be a good team. We'll throw 2019 first round draft pick. What do you guys think? 2019 first, Nylander for Tyson Barrie. And I do want you to eat some of that salary because I'm greedy and money is everything these days when being an owner, and we have to take that salary. We was over the cap anyway. Does Buffalo have a tight cap? Who are they paying? What are you guys doing? They were over the cap. I can't believe Buffalo's in cap trouble. What do they got? How much money they got in guys like Okposo? I can only imagine. Matt Molson, I bet they're paying him pretty good money too. Let's try to get that going. No, let's see. They didn't want it. I didn't think so. You guys are greedy. Come on, Colorado. I'm trying to give you a nice young prospect here. Build your future. Give you a first-round draft pick. What if we throw you the Minnesota Wild second-round pick from this year? You guys will like that, right? I think you guys are just worried about that salary, but we can't have it. It's too much. I'll lower it. We might have to make some fancy moves here and try to dump a more expensive salary. We can't go under 42% or we're over the cap. So we'll try it like that. They've said, no, get out of here. Thanks for playing, no. I always do state it, though. This is why it is okay to go ahead and trade away as many first-round draft picks as possible, because even with 10 first-round draft picks or however many you get, what do you get? 8? How many do you get, actually? 2017 all the way to 2022. So you get, what is that, 5 or 6 draft picks to work with. Even with all those, you could trade 5 draft picks away and you're still not getting a franchise player. 5 first-round draft picks, not in EA's eyes, that's not going to work. Let's try a second-round draft pick. Buffalo's taking. They don't want to do that. All right, we're going to get... Do I want to do it? I don't want to do it. I want to work somewhere else first, but we might do it. We're going to do it. First-round draft pick. Take it. Take it or leave it, Colorado. They didn't want to take it, I guess. Huh, look at that. That is neat. Somebody told me in the last video that you can go over and go to the salary thing. I don't know why I didn't know that. That is a nifty tool. There she is. Ryan O'Reilly's getting $7 million a year. He's only 25 years old. Holy cow. Pozo's getting $6 million. Kane's getting $5 million. $5 million to Molson. I thought Molson was getting a decent amount. And this is getting 4.6. Oh, no. Oh, no. Buffalo, what is this? What is this? Is that the Brian Giunta making $4 million a year? I'm going to pretend you guys didn't do that one. I'm going to try to dump that salary, though, in Colorado. If we can dump that salary and make some space, Colorado would be over the organization limit. We're going to have to take... We can't even take their worst player and get a good deal out of this, though. I don't think they'd like it. Let's try it, though. We'll take... Yep, that'll work right there. And then we'll try to let them retain a little bit less of Tyson Barrie's salary because we can, because we're dumping away a more expensive contract. Maybe that'll make it a little bit sweeter if we do it that way. Let's see what they think. They don't. You know what? I think we can go straight up. We'll take it all the way. I'm feeling generous. You're taking a lot of salary off our hands for pretty much first rounds, and no, you guys are just greedy. Very greedy people. We're throwing in a second. I don't like losing. That's the problem here. When I get into a trade battle, I want to win. Don't care what it takes. I get fed up in the trade. It's like, just take my players, please. You can't have them then, Colorado. I did all that for nothing. What if we try to get Jake Muzzin? We're trying to mix things up here. I know they probably wouldn't trade him, but we know what? We want to get him. He's got a decent looking salary. We're going to make you take him too. Don't think we won't do it. Where are you at, buddy? Where are you at? I just got to click overalls and clear down to like 80, and then I'll find our nice, cheap looking Brian Giunta. There we go. We're going to have to throw in some draft picks to get Muzzin. No, that's fine. No, he's, what is he, an 87, 88 overall? Pretty solid overall player. I'd be willing to give you a first-round draft pick for him. If you'd be really willing to take it, you'd be over the organization limit. You guys just have problems with skaters? You want to keep everybody or what? This trade here does look a little bit too fair. I don't think they're going to take it. We'll try it. They didn't want it. I didn't think so. How about we try getting Travis Hamonic? The Islanders don't want him anyway. Man, that's expensive. But we're going to try a first-round draft pick. We're going to throw him our 2 young prospects. And I'm going to make you eat a little bit of that salary because, like I said, we're greedy over here. If we're going to give you these young prospects, you're going to eat that salary, and you're going to like it. Oh, they can't retain too much salary. They can't afford it. We'll have to stick right around there. We're going to put them in cap trouble, though, so they might not take that. They won't. We'll go ahead and quit being so greedy. We'll drop it down about 20%. What do you think? They like that. All right, so we got ourselves an 88 overall young D-man. Got rid of a couple prospects in a first-round draft pick, but I like where it's going. In an effort, though, to kill some salary, I really do just want to get rid of this. We can save so much money. We get rid of Molson, and if we get rid of Giunta, we're talking about $9 million in cap space we'll have to work with here. It's worth it. 280 overalls, they ain't going to do nothing but go down in the rest of the year. I don't know what we can possibly get. These guys actually want him. You want these 2 players? What if I have a really good trade offer for you, Ottawa? What if I give you these 2 players for your 4th overall pick? Oh, we have to take a player too. All right, who do you guys not want to have anymore? Come on, I know you guys got a lot of young prospects you don't want anymore. This is a terrible trade, you'd think, right? But hey, we're clearing cap here. We don't even care. Ottawa would be over the skate organization limit. All right, fine. We ain't even going to make you take first-round draft picks. We'll just go ahead and take 2 players. This is fine. This is a great trade. Ottawa would be over the cap. All right, we can't do this. They don't have that much money to work with. What if we just give you 1 of them? Ottawa would be, they're under the cap right there. That'll work, right? We don't really, we didn't want anything good in return. But the way it looks is we have this, their players have more value than ours. That's not good. We might have to trade them a draft pick in order to make this work. Let's try it. They liked it. Thank you. That'll save some cap space, though. That's going to save some cap space, and we just kind of... They got a solid player out of it, to be fair, and they're ready to win right now. That might actually help them out a little bit. I'd say I'd go get Shattenkirk because he's only on a year contract and all, but I forgot it takes him like 6 first-round draft picks, and they still decline it, so we can't quite do that. I'm just thinking try something crazy in this one. I know a lot of people might not like it. I want to mix it up a little bit. See if we can get some players that seem untouchable on the team. How about we try snagging Klingberg? I know there's no chance that they want to trade him, but hey, it's going to happen, and they're going to like it. They don't really have a choice right now. They like Jurgensen's. That's good. That's good. Now, do you like draft picks? Because I have a lot of them if you're interested. We'll give you a good first-round draft pick, too, because I like John Klingberg, and we're trying to bolster up that defense. This is going to be it, though, for defense. If we can't get Klingberg, we're going to be out of draft picks before long, but we're wasting on some big fish because we need big fish. You want, come on now. I know you guys like that. We's even going to eat the salary. 2 first-round draft picks and Jurgensen's for Klingberg. How many first-round draft picks does it take to get an offensive defenseman that's going to be a good defenseman for our team, though? Regardless, 3 first-round draft picks. That's right. I love you, EA. By the way, guys, if you didn't know, oh, there, it worked. All right. Sometimes it freezes right there. I was going to say, you don't want to put too many first-round draft picks or it'll freeze on there, and then you got to restart your game, and it's no good, and it's like, bleh. We're really hurting ourselves right here. If we trade this away, we're going to be down to 1 first-round draft pick, and all we got was an 88 and 89 overall defenseman. We're going to try it, and they took it. It's worth it. Look at the morale go down. We got 2 stout defensemen. We need to go after some forwards. We got some cap space, though, so I think that's going to help us, too, in free agency. That's what I wasn't too concerned about. If we can drop 1 more expensive contract, and that expensive contract being Brian Gionta. Does anybody want Brian... Ooh, the Wild want Brian Gionta. I knew you guys did. I could see it in your eyes that you was Brian Gionta fans. We'll give you Brian Gionta pretty much for free. He's an AHL player with a high salary. All I want is your worst player on your team. Please. Please take him off our hands. I know you want him. That's all I'm asking for. Please take it. Come on, Minnesota. I know you want him. Come on. You're going to make me trade you draft picks to take away our bum. I'll throw you a 2nd-round draft pick. Don't think I ain't scared. I'll throw you a 3rd-round draft pick, to be fair. Here, take it. No? All right. This is bad. Trading away 2nd-round draft picks to dump a salary. But it is, at the end of the day, it's worth it. $4 million is a big deal to be able to work with, and they're not going to take it. Let's try somebody else. Who else would like to work with us and take Brian Gionta? The Kings don't want him. The Canadians want him. Who's your worst player? Would you guys be interested in him? It probably works the same way in every single players trade sim thing here for every team. They're all going to be the same way, and they'll be like, no, we don't want to take that. Too bad. All right, fine. All right, I do want to find, let's see what free agency has real quick. I want to find us a nice looking center, not top 2, top 3, top 4. We're talking bottom 6 here when it comes to centers. If there's anything out here at all, Wisniewski wants a lot of money. I do not like how he thinks he's worth that much money. But really, it's the only good player out there on free agency. Salmon's out there, but I don't know about an 83 overall for $2 million. It ain't bad. $2 million for an 83 overall. I think we can actually, maybe we can work that onto the team. I don't think so, though. We're pretty stout. We need some centermen is what we need really, really badly. So if we can go get 2 centermen, I'd like to get, we can sign one off free agency. We'll get a cheap one around 80, 81 overall. That's fine for the 4th line. And then we need to try to find maybe an 85, 86 overall range center for the, maybe we can't even find that. There's an 81 overall. All right. Is that Patrick Wall's brother or son or anything? Probably not. 33 years old for a reason. One-way contract for $600K. I want to make sure I get you too. You want the money? I'll give you a little bit extra just to make sure we get you. I don't want to take any chances here. I'm currently considering my options. Yeah, you are. And you're going to like that one right there. Thomas Hertl, though. What if we can get him? He's cheap. Thomas Hertl is an elite potential. 85 overall. I guess they don't see what they want out of him for putting him at that low of an overall at $2 million. We don't have to give him Brian Gionta, but we're going to try it. I like giving away this many players. I'll do it for Thomas Hertl. I ain't afraid. They are, though. Okay, we'll dump Brian Gionta. That's more of a liability than it is an asset. Can we afford Thomas Hertl without? Yeah, well, we can do it. Let's try it. They like that. All right, Thomas Hertl. We'll take that. Got a nice, solid 3rd-line center. I'm very happy with that. As long as his potential doesn't kill his overall later in the year. We're banking on another center to be signed. I think we need a right winger still. So we have a 1st-round draft pick to work with, and we need to find a decent right winger. How about we try to get David Pastrnak? 85 overall. I like Pastrnak. Boston's over here pretty much giving him away. We're going to give them, we're going to have to give them something nice for it, of course. Something they actually might enjoy having. Somebody like Brian Gionta. They actually want him. They want Brian Gionta. We're offering it to you. If you want him, we're willing to wheel and deal him. Don't you worry. If you want him, he's all yours. Obviously, we're going to throw in a 1st-round draft pick with that. So we'll throw in 1 draft pick. We'll throw in 2 draft picks. We'll give you a good guy like Brian Gionta. Come on. You don't like that trade? All right, we'll throw you another one. That's fine. I ain't too worried about it. If we're getting rid of Brian Giunta, we're saving cap space here. It's a pretty good trade. All right, how many second-round draft picks does it take to get rid of Brian Giunta? Is that what we're doing here, is trying to get rid of Brian Giunta? Yes. We're retaining salary, too. What a nice fella right here, retaining salary. Actually, they was having cap problems. Maybe that's why they couldn't take it? That might have been a problem right there. That could have been a big problem. We can't even retain enough salary to get them out of cap issues. Let's see if they take that, though. They did take it when we retained some salary. That's fine. I probably should have taken away some of them second-round draft picks because we pretty much just dried ourselves out of draft picks. Let's see what else we have to work with, though, on a team with any sort of value. We have 2 second-round draft picks, and I think we can still get a solid player. We need to get a solid backup goalie. Maybe we won't even go backup goalie shopping. We'll go starting goalie shopping. We're everybody's favorite one to try and get here, probably Roberto Luongo. We'll give you our backup goalie because you're going to need one. And then we're going to throw in some draft picks, a lot of them. I hope you guys got a lot of organization room because I don't think we have a lot of draft picks yet to work with. Not a lot at all. Let's see. We got a very little trade value. We're going to be almost fried out of draft picks. We might not even be able to afford Luongo here, but they want 2 draft picks. They're going to need a goalie. They're willing to give away Luongo. Would you please give it to us for that? They will. We didn't even make them retain salary. We should have probably did that, but that's okay because we are pretty much bone dry out of potential here of getting anything else. Let's go look at the team real quick. Oh, we're still struggling on the right wing a lot. What are you doing? Who's our GM? Oh, we have to do best lines probably. All right, that's fine then. Don't do best lines. I'll put in David Pastrnak on my own. Teach you guys how it's done. Where is David Pastrnak? Yeah, you guys just can't make things, like, not difficult, can you? Is he in the minor league system? He probably is. There he is. First, that's where I'd put Pastrnak in 85 overall, huh? There you guys. Alrighty, so that looks a little bit better. I still think we need to get ourselves... We got to replace Marcus Foligno on that left wing there. I like Sam Reinhart where he is. I think he can grow a little bit. I think he needs to go up a line, though. I don't think he should be getting them third line minutes. Let Tyler Ennis over there have the third line minutes. I guess EA just doesn't like doing things the normal way, because why can't Pastrnak play his actual position? Why they just flip that up? I don't know. We'll switch it back for. What about Versteeg? They don't cost them much. He's an 83 overall, bottom 6. Not a lot of potential, but we don't need a lot of potential. We just need a guy with an 83 overall or something decent and respectable right now. What do we got to give away? Do we have any sort of value left? They'd take Cornell. Let's try to give them that. That's straight up. You should be happy with that. We're giving you a young guy. We're taking an old guy off your hands. How about, what do you guys think? No? You're greedy. Greedy, 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 greedy. Who would not want that trade? Come on now. Let's be honest here. Let's give you guys, we'll give you a second round pick to go with it. No, we can't. We don't have any. We'll give you a third round pick to go with it. What do you think? Throw me a bone. Thank you. All right, so we fixed that up. Now we got an 83 overall, and quit putting Sam Reinhart on the third line. And quit putting Pastrnak right there. Yeah, you guys don't know what you're doing. You're going to ruin our players. I have to turn off the assistant coach best lines the way it looks, I guess. 81, 82, 81 on the fourth line. I don't like that, but it's better than what we had. I like the chances of Okposo and O'Reilly up there, and I like the chances of Eichel progressing. I really think we should swap those two, but we're not going to do it. We can't do it. That's a risk I don't want to take. We might try putting Reinhardt up there, though, with Evander Kane and Kyle Okposo. It's risky business. We do not have a stacked team by any means. I really don't want to trade away some of their really young, talented prospects, but I don't think we can win a cup with this team. I don't think we can. We might have to get rid of Reinhardt. Even if he progresses 2 points, it's only an 85. We have a 91 offense, 93 defense, and a 90 goalie. You guys are going to absolutely hate me for this, but we're going to try to deal Reinhardt. Alright, here's what we've got. We're going to give away Ennis, and we're going to give away Reinhardt, and we're going to try to get Smith and Huberdeau, an 87 overall and an 85 overall for 2 83s. I know you guys are going to hate me for getting rid of Sam Reinhart, one of what you'd probably call a cornerstone to your team, and I hate to have to do it. It's just 1 year. The potential, if we can swap out 2 lower overalls for 2 better overalls, they had to retain a lot of salary. This is a trade that's in their favor, so they want both of them. I don't know if they're going to take it, though, or not. That's the problem. So we're going to see what we can make happen here. They did not take it. I was so excited. It said trade rejected. I thought it said trade accepted because the way it showed it. No, not happening. With the one gorgeous, because he's gorgeous. I just like saying his name like that. Trade rejected again. We got to make this trade happen. We have to do it. It's got to be done. We don't have a choice. I like the prospect pool. I gotta have him. They don't want a third round pick. That ain't enough. That's the problem here. A third round pick is far from enough. We gotta take some of. If we give them a guy that's worth $3 million, that means we can retain a little bit of salary. Maybe that'll help out a little bit. There, we'll take away some of Huberdeau's salary. Would that help you guys out? Thank you. That'll work. I'll take it. I shouldn't be so excited to dump away that many young well, really, we only dumped away Sam Reinhart. I ain't too worried about the other 2 guys so much. or that pick to pick up Huberdeau and Smith, that is definitely going to help because both of our wings were still struggling a lot. I feel a lot better about our team. I don't feel good about dumping away. I'm sure a lot of you guys that are Buffalo fans too are not going to be happy about that dumping away Reinhart. Like I said, it was a tough one to do. It's a business decision. We're trying to win the Stanley Cup right here, right now, but the team definitely looks a lot better than what it did a little bit ago because now we got Huberdeau up there on the first line, 87 overall. He's a low elite, but I'll take it. Then we got Kane on the second line. I like this team a lot better than where we were about 5 minutes ago. This is nice. 81, 82, 81 on the third line, fourth line. The thing is, I think we got a guy offering him a contract still, that free agent. He's only an 81 overall, so we don't really need him anymore. But I like seeing those double 85s there on the third line. That definitely helps this team out a lot. And then we have solid defense, and we have a solid goaltender as well. So I think we have a very good chance now. We have a very, very good team. Luongo and Lehner. I don't know what I think about that. If we should just leave Lehner, we'll let Luongo play. They want to do it, we'll let them play because they'll mess with it if they don't. But let's get this season simmed. I'm pretty excited about this now. 93, 92, and 90 across the board. All 90s. I feel good about this Buffalo team. I'm so sorry for trading away Reinhart. I know you guys are not going to like that. I had to do it. It was a tough business decision. The toughest decision we've made yet as a GM of the Buffalo Sabres. Let's sim this season up. I'll catch you guys when it's over with. Hopefully we're a playoff team. If we're not, we're going to hear about it. We're going to be a bad GM. Team's looking solid, not solid enough though. We're going on a losing streak. We need to go on a winning streak. We have 42 wins and 6 losses. We're just barely going to make the playoffs at this point. This could be embarrassing. Come on, we're going to beat Florida. They don't have a goalie. We took them. We lost 5-2. We lost 5-2. We blew up. We lost 4 of the last 5 games of the season. We got lucky. We made the playoffs. We got really, really lucky that we made the playoffs. I was fully expecting us not to make the playoffs. I was already starting to rant about how bad our team did. 42, 35, and 5. What happened? Oh my God, we got bailed out. We got bailed out to the max. Look how bad the Atlantic did. 89 points. 91 points was the second best team in the Atlantic. That's who we're playing. 95 points was the best. What a week in bailed out conference. Montreal had 81. Toronto had 86. The Panthers had 81. 78 for the Bruins. What happened? All we took was Pasternak away. These guys struggled. How the rest of the league do? They had to have about 110 points. 108, 104, 100. There's my Blue Jackets. 104 points. I like it. 99, 96. We're over here getting in with 89 points, and the Devils are over here missing with 91, and so are the Flyers. 2 teams over there in the Metro. They can't be happy about that. How did the entire league do? Before we keep going here, now that we're talking about it, 108, 108, 105. The Penguins and the Wild up there at the top of the conferences. How did the bottom of the league look? It looks like the Devils couldn't make it. The Kings missed with 91. Look at all the teams that missed with 91. And then here we are making it with 89 and 91 over here in our division. We got bailed out big time. 62 points out of the Avalanche, 64 out of the Canes, 64 out of the Oilers. Edmonton, what are you guys doing? We almost took Adam Larson from you guys. I was thinking about it. I was also thinking about Leon Draisaitl, but we was trying to get a package deal. That's why Florida looked best for our business. Let's see how the team finished up the season. Now, I know we forgot to do that in the last video, and I know you guys probably be interested to see where some of these younger guys did finish the season. So let's see what we have here. 88 out of Huberdeau. Nice to see he went up. Okposo, we had 88s across the top. Look at Jack Eichel. Holy cow, he went up 6 overall points. Get off the second line. No. Should we 388s? That's pretty solid to have him on the second line. I'd like to move his entire lineup, but I don't want to. It balances out, does it not? If you let him on the second line, it balances the lines out. He's still going to play 20 minutes a game. I can't do it. I got to leave the chemistry. The first 3 guys got the chemistry. If I swap them out, it's going to kill the chemistry. 78 overall from Marcus Foligno. Why are you still playing? Riley Smith had an 85. Thomas Hertl had an 85. They didn't go anywhere. Pasternak had an 85. Kane didn't go anywhere. How did the defense? Did they progress? They both went up an overall point. I like that. I can deal with that. Ristolainen's up to an 89, and that's good. Bogosian's 85. Kulikov's an 85. Them guys didn't go anywhere. How did the rest of our goaltending look? 88, 87. No progression at all. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's fine now. Once again, we're having another poor point performance team. 69 points out of Eichel. 64 out of Pasternak. Okposo had 59. You can't be scoring 59 points in our first line. You have 3 solid players with the 59 points and 51 is just unacceptable. Klingberg had 45 points though. The team in general, though, it just does not look good. A lot of single-digit point, or not single-digits, point getters in the teens. I don't like seeing that. Before I forget, though, I do want to see how our team finished with the goaltending, because I thought we was helping ourselves out there by having 2 solid overall goalies. 2.74 and 2.42. I don't like what I see out of you, Luongo. 2.42. Should we bench him? Bold move here, take him out of the lineup, 9.16 and a 909. I don't know about that. That's a good question. It really is. We ended up swapping him out. EA will probably automatically swap him back in as we get Simon, but for now, we'll let it go. It's a 1 overall point different. Maybe we're overreacting. Maybe we're not. We're winning 3-1 though, game number 1 against Ottawa. Can we make a playoff run with this team? I'd be impressed. 1-0. We might go and sweep Ottawa. Can you imagine being the worst team in the playoffs and once again making it to the Stanley Cup finals? I think we did that in the last video. Did we not do that with Arizona? Was that Arizona last video? I already forget. No, Buffalo, Boston. No, that was Boston. I think we barely squeaked in Boston, but we just swept the Ottawa Senators like there's nothing to it. Nothing to it at all. The second round, we have the New York Rangers. Game number 1 is not going to be sim because they said no. So let's go ahead. We're going to sim the first 3 games up. We won game number 1. We're getting hot. You know what? That's what it takes. Is you just got to lose those games there at the end. Nope, I lied. We're 2 games in a row. We're losing. This is it. We got to beat the Rangers at New York. We got to pick up the win, and we didn't. Our lives are on the line. We are down 3-1. What's going to happen? Let's sim into this game. Sim Affiliates game. Yeah, you can go to Sim the Affiliates game. Why not? That's fine. Go ahead and do it. We're not playing. They might have a decent team down there. I should have looked to make sure the Affiliates wasn't better than our team, but here we go. Buffalo, New York at Buffalo. Home ice advantage. Sim up period number 1. It is 1-1 after 1. You scored the goals. Looks like we got Pasternak in there. Looks like they got JT Miller in there. Let's get this going. Period number 2. Should we quick sim period number 2? Yes, we should, but we shouldn't have because now we're losing. Kreider got in there. It looks like Wall got in there. Here we go. We got a slow sim period number 3. We need a goal. 1 goal is all we need to tie it. We need 2 to win, and we have to win this game. If we don't win this game, it's over. And they already put the Rangers on the power play, and they scored on the power play. Step on Luongo. Luongo is back in net. There's our problem, EA. You know what probably happened? They probably pulled like a, I don't even know who to compare it to. They probably pulled a nice looking, oh, you went 4-0 with your other goalie. How about we put you in? 2 minutes left. We're down 2 goals. We're done. We can't win it. 2 goals. We're bouncing the second round. We can't win the Stanley Cup. We haven't won the Stanley Cup once doing this series yet. We tried to mix it up this time, though, just to make it a little bit more interesting. We tried to mix it up with the Buffalo Sabres to see what could happen. We mixed it up a little bit. Maybe we mixed it up too much. I don't know. I think we should have scored more than we did, honestly. I think we had a problem there. The team should have scored a lot more. I don't expect 50-some points out of a first line consistent of 388 overalls. I thought, especially with the addition of Huberdeau in there, it's just unacceptable for us not to have a better season offensively than we did. Obviously, the defense started to step it up there a little bit. Luongo needed to play a lot better, too. Here we are, the end. The Rangers won the Cup, so we lost to the Rangers. That's good. At least we lost to the Stanley Cup champions. I feel a little bit better about the loss because of that. I don't feel good about it being the Rangers that won the Cup, but I do feel a lot better about it being the Rangers that we lost to, being the Cup champions. They finally picked up a cup. Now that I'm talking about it, hey, did they trade Hank away? He finally picked up his first cup. Nice to see him get that. We'll find out here in the team awards if they traded him away. The Art Ross Stamkos, the Herbert Memorial Stamkos, the Norris, the Pietrangelo. First time I've seen him pick the Norris up in a while. The Lady Bing. Tarasenko is always such a nice Russian. He gets the Lady Bing all the time. Patrick Laine with that Calder. Conn Smythe up. There's our answer. Henrik Lundqvist went out there, wanted that Stanley Cup pretty badly, and he took it away this time. Got the Conn Smythe and everything. The Vezina went to Holtby, though. What do you know? Washington, good team again. Jennings, Sergei Bobrovsky, I like that. That is what I like to see. The Mastodon to Chara, the Selke to Stahl, the Ted Lindsay to Stammer, and then Maurice Richard went to John Tavares. Who did get the President's Trophy? The Penguins had the President's Trophy. We knew that. Alright guys, other than that though, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.